This is a picture of Mr. Trevelyan in the front of the telephone office in 1957. I believe he is letting in some board members. This is Mr. Trevelyan with one of the board members as he's letting in. If you'll notice the telephone hanging on the wall, to get in the door in the evening, we had to pick up the receiver and tell them who we were, and then they would push the little button to open the door, or else somebody would have to come and let us in. More of the board members. In front of the telephone office, it was either 57 or 56. This is also one of the board members going in to the telephone office. On the left-hand side would be where you'd go in and pay your telephone bills. And at that time, back then, you went upstairs to where the switchboards were. Picture of Glenn Fowler in the back room with the office equipment. Of Mr. James Trevelyan, manager, Kenny Jones, Burl Elder, Howard Holmes in the dark blue, Glenn Fowler behind him, Laverne Davis, and Richard Hensley. Picture of Howard Holmes and Burl Elder with the equipment in the back room. This is a picture of Mr. Trevelyan, Kenny Jones, Burl Elder, Howard Holmes, Glenn Fowler, Laverne Davis, and Richard Hensley. The back room again with the dial equipment. Howard Holmes was checking out one evening, getting ready to go home. In the back room there behind that door is where the dial equipment was. This is a picture of Mr. James Trevelyan. He was our manager at that time. Notice all of his pipes. He loved to smoke. This is a picture of Dorothy Swanson checking in one morning going to work. Girls worked in the office. Edie Jollop is facing us. Dorothy Swanson is on the telephone. They worked in the office where you pay your bills. Come through the front door. The office of Virginia Odell is sitting in the red there. She takes your money when you come in to pay your telephone bills. Hazel Gillespie is our office supervisor, and Dorothy Swanson is on the telephone. This is another picture of Hazel Gillespie. Looks like she's counting out money or something there. I'm not sure what she's doing. She was the head of the office department there for us girls. This is a picture of the old switchboard back in 1957, I believe. The first picture of the lady in the tan dress is Helena Byers. She is on long distance board. The next is Marvel Graves. She is on a long distance board. The next two girls, I don't know who they are. They're on the local positions. And the very last one is Betty Hall. We had 4 local boards and 4 long distance. And the book in front of you in this picture, it shows us where the area codes are, where you could go into each state in the United States and flip through the pages to get the area codes to dial for long distance. It's another picture of the switchboard with all the girls there. This end is long distance, as you can tell. First 3 full positions is long distance. The 4th one is long distance and local, and then the last 4 are all local. Jane Ellis, she's sitting on a long distance position. She is also reaching over and doing some local calls, as you can tell up on this next position. That is a local board right there up above. Is Helen Baker, Mary Jackson, Joe Brown, Marble Graves, and Ione Norman. The 4 on the other end. In this picture, we have Helen Baker on this end, Mary Jackson, Joe Brown, picture of me, Gloria Lee, Marble Graves, and Ione Norman. You can also see a few of the lights on in that picture. This is the old long distance board. We had like Russell and Lucas and Lacona and all of those that came in on those bottom lights. The top lights were Des Moines lights, and we had to go out on those to get out. Or we had 1 or 2, I think, circuits we'd go out on to Ottumwa. Okay, this is one of the local positions. If you'll notice the red lights on the board there in the background, those are the ones, if one of those came on, you answered them first. That could be a hospital, fire station, or something of very importance like that. The white lights were just the local calls. Picture of party. We always had a dinner, usually once a month or ever so often, up in our break room. Helena Byers is on this end in the black and white check dress. Catherine Sanders in the middle. Rose Holmes is next, and Marble Graves drinking a glass of water. Right is Eve Stewart, Edith Jolliffe, Irene Ellis, Connie Hines, and Bernadette DeVos. Behind her, I am Gloria Lee, Joe Brown, and Margaret Bowen was the night operator. Joe was our chief operator. Hazel Gillespie is next to her, and Helen Baker. Our new switchboard is when we went downstairs, went to direct dial. Picture Frances Rogers on this end, myself next in the middle, Gloria Lee, Ione Norman, and Catherine Sanders on the other end. Picture from the other end of our switchboard, downstairs also. This is Marble Graves, Ione Norman, Helena Byers, and Helen Baker. You notice everyone wore dresses back then. Up above the telephone on the wall, there's a little red thing. That was the fire alarm. It would come in on there. We'd have to go up over and turn it off. Or ring it. We pulled it down again. That's how it was. We'd answer it on the switchboard, but then we'd go over and pull the siren there. Pull it. Helen Baker at our information board. Like if you didn't have the number, you could just call in there and she'd give you the number back then. This is a picture of Kate Sanders at the information board. She took local information. Also, she has a big book beside her there that if we didn't have the information to where we were dialing, we could push a button that would come in on her board and she could give us the information there, how to dial out. Joe Brown, Marble Graves, and Kate Sanders. It's a picture of Hazel Gillespie with our Christmas tree one Christmas we were having our party. This is right behind the switchboard between the two doors. One door goes out to the back. The one behind Hazel, the one here at the side, would go out to the front or right across to the office. Hazel Gillespie with the glasses facing you, Joe Brown, chief operator next to her, Edith Jollop, and then Marvel Graves. This is a picture also down here. Marvel Graves on this end in the black, Bernadette DeBach in the red, and Edith Jollop.